Well, in a previous road trip video, I basically talked about my thoughts on Total Drama Island, which is a show I was obsessed with growing up. I was obsessed with the Fred era and the mini show, so I think it makes more sense to talk about the other season, at least Action World Tour, since it's more so on nostalgia. So, but if you guys want me to do these ones on the other seasons, definitely let me know. But I'm only talking about the Action and World Tour. But this one, specifically talking about Total Drama Action. Dad, I'm doing fine. You guys are on my mind. You asked me what I wanted to be, and now I think the answer is plain to see. I wanna be famous. I wanna live close to the sun. Everything to prove, nothing in my way. I'll get there one day. 'Cause I wanna be famous. Na 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 na. I wanna be, I wanna be, I wanna be famous. Oh, I wanna be, oh, I wanna be, I wanna be famous. And of course, Total Drama Action, of course, is the sequel to Total Drama Island, obviously. And after, of course, doesn't know what happened, basically. Total Drama Island, and of course, with Owen and Gwen Wedding, and they basically had a special that occurred. That was called Total Drama Island. In which basically they had opportunity to win $1 million. Where if Owen basically won the episode, he would have gotten it. Gwen would have refused, yet they would take the money from her anyway. And it leads to basically everybody, all 22 cast members, basically trying to get that $1 million and everything. You get interested with interactions. We know Ezekiel actually trying to not be so sexist and teaming up with Lindsay and Beth, which kind of starts their kind of friendship that leads towards Total Drama Action. Of course, easy being called Kaleidoscope, calling East for sure, which blends also into action. Gets all the interactions. You also get more with Justin, which again, a lot of elements that kind of blend into action if you really think about it, especially if Justin actually, being, an actual talkative person this time around. And Courtney's insane arc that we get later on in action as well. It's kind of a lot of that hinted towards ends up appearing in Total Drama Action. Action, and once there's like a certain group of people basically at the $1 million get eaten, they get another chance. Certain people that are underwater ends up getting a chance in season 2. And it's basically we got Owen, Gwen, Heather, Duncan, Lashana, Jeff and Bridget, Izzy or Eastco to say, DJ, Lindsay, Trent, Justin, Beth, and Harold, with Courtney being added in like halfway through the season, but we'll get there when we get there. And of course, the big theme of this season is called Total Drama Action, where every challenge is based on a popular movie genre. Where to take obviously a popular movie aspect of genre, and he decided to basically base an episode around it. Challenge around the cliches and a lot of poking fun, and that is honestly one of the best that's honestly one of the best elements of action. That is one of the best elements of this show. How it always like pokes fun and makes fun of certain genres and certain cliches and certain overdramatic moments and the stupidness that happens between these genres. Which in 2009, a lot of this stuff still it like really hits honestly with the make fun of cliches and poking fun in certain moments. Again, I still wanted the movie by myself. I get a kick out of that stuff. That's honestly one of the best elements of this season is that in general. Now I'm just getting that way. I still like action. I still enjoy Total Drama Action. I still enjoy this season, obviously. Again, like Island, I used to watch a lot of these episodes religiously growing up, like so constantly, obviously. Of course, it doesn't really like hit a lot of the highs that Total Drama Island does, honestly. Again, if I were to rank it, I think this would probably be like towards like number 5 and number 6 in the ranking, because I know more issues with this season. There's some aspects some of the issues, some aspects I never even liked when I watched this season, which again we'll get into. But I still have a soft for this season, so I still do majorly enjoy this season. Again, it does have issues, and obviously I don't think any season is gonna top Pokemon Island in my opinion. But as a whole, action still hits. Again, the mood drama aspects are one of the best episodes of the season. And of course, the fact that some characters that wouldn't really develop much, or which got more development in the first season, get more season. Like Harold is basically the star of the season. I think this made Harold probably a fan favorite character. Like he definitely had some excellent moments in Island, obviously. Of course, when he ended up single-handedly winning two challenges in the Dodgeball episode and the Talent Show episode. He had so many Harold has so many kick-ass stand-out moments in this season. Just can't help but love and relate to him. And they also spend more his rivalry with Duncan while he like different kind of makes fun of him, out of spite and just something like that for no reason. It still makes for some pretty hilarious moments, and honestly, the most really actually end up working together are some of my favorite parts this season, actually. Especially in the Kung Fu episode and in the War episode. And also explores more on the LaShawn and Harold relationship, which honestly, I love that relationship. I love that dynamic throughout the season. You get so many great moments between them, obviously. And this is the season that also introduced the Aftermath shows toward the first two Bruce and Jeff and Bridget, who during that time was just them making out. They basically end up hosting a lot of the eliminated players and hosting a lot of what goes on. And honestly, it's kind of also poking fun in a lot of the after shows, honestly. And I've always enjoyed them, honestly. Obviously, there are some better than others, and some of them are probably some of my least favorite episodes of the season. But as a whole, I've always enjoyed a lot of the Aftermath episodes. I really don't have much, or if not any, complaints with these episodes. Even though I do understand why people do not like them, obviously, as some of them do have like actual effect on certain episodes or portions, and I do like some insights on how to do here, and you get some pretty hilarious moments, especially in the second Aftermath, where basically they have a character that's crazy, Gordon Ramsay. Like that joke always kicks me up, and the third one that's great, especially when Jeff, who is someone that is seen as like the incredibly nice and sweet, humble person in season 1, suddenly because of 180 kind of basically Chris McClain asshole. Especially how he treats certain players, and like, man, what's going on? Like, I want the drama. Like, why aren't you upset? Which, of course, thankfully, she was Bridget, and thankfully he learns from that, so it makes for a very fun arc. I can understand why that would be much irritating, especially with some of the comments he makes. Like, he basically calls Bridget that. But after that, I get my 2 cents on that. And of course, you got Justin here, who basically is kind of one of the major antagonists of the season. And while he's not the best, honestly, he still has his fun moments. He still has moments that crack me up. As well. Izzy definitely has some fun moments throughout. Izzy's always a great character. You also got Troy and Gwen, which I'll say them later, honestly. DJ had a fun run with him, his alliance with Chef, honestly. I know Walt is quite could have handled a little bit better. I always soft spot with DJ. Honestly, and Heather definitely has fun moments, especially with dealing with her, being bald and everything, which it's good that they still dealt with the effects of what happened with Told on Island. And you can help but smile in a lot of certain moments. Well, she definitely isn't like as prominent this season as she was in the first time around, but she still has her moments. Like, it's Heather. And Shauna also has a more like standout role this season. She's definitely a much more major character this time around. Not that she wasn't Island, but she's definitely more prominent, especially shows where Duncan and Harold are more highlighted, and actually having some nice good moments with Heather as well, and some other players throughout the season. Again, Justin had a fun downfall. Again, Lindsay, her elimination is another story, but overall, I think it's definitely easily her best season. But she definitely has the best luck on any season she's on, honestly. Again, like I said, Harold started the season. Courtney, I like Courtney on the season. To what she can be kind of out, someone can kind of whining at times. And the way she ends the show was just very really? Overall, I can tell what they're trying to go for with her as a character, and you can help but just enjoy a lot of crazy insanity that she ends up doing this season with these characters, and how she tries to get her way a lot of the times, trying to act so entitled. But it kind of makes it so hilarious at times, and which makes her downfall hilarious. And Owen, he's still Owen. And he also got Beth, who I'm kind of mixed on this season. First, who be found through Duncan is definitely one of the most odd volunteers in the show's history, probably the most odd, along with Cameron Lightning and Magic Island. I think really her boyfriend stuff definitely gets a bit out of nowhere, and a bit just insane, especially in the space episode, where basically she goes on this ramen comment with throw up, and basically kids her with the throw up, like, or something like that. Like, it's pretty disgusting. Like, but she does have a fun moments. Her relationship with Lindsay is always very nice and very friendly, and I like when she does, like, you know, when she does understanding for certain moments, especially with Courtney. It makes those some pretty fun moments. And then you get Duncan, who basically, this is probably his most expanded role in this season, or at least the most screen time he's gotten. Again, I always have time for Duncan, honestly. To why I wouldn't say I liked him as much this time around, he still has great moments. Again, I probably prefer Duncan as the winner, honestly. I think that makes a lot of sense, honestly. And of course, his backstory with Courtney is always hilarious and always charming to watch. Again, there are some fun moments. Again, when they make fun of the movie genres, they're always pretty hilarious. Again, they make fun of the monster movie genre, the alien genre, just making a movie in general. They end up unintentionally switching the scripts, which is pretty hilarious. The beat movie genre, the cowboy genre, prison break or prison movies, medical movies, horror movies, which is kind of basically a sequel to the one that did an island in some ways, the disaster movie, the war movie, the heist movie, the caveman movie, or the period movie, the sports movie, the spy movie, the superhero movie, the fairy tale movie, the mystery genre movie, the rock and roll movie, and the kung fu movie, space movie, and the bunny animal movie. They make fun of those genres. I think what does play action, though, fortunately, is some storylines that are co-on against Beth. Her boyfriend ends up being real, so I think goes on a bit too long. But I think the storyline ended. I didn't like how, and I wasn't huge on how the DJ, him having last with Chef Hatch storyline comes to a conclusion. Most of it feels a bit rushed. I feel like some of the kind of scenes that were cut a little bit, but the storyline that does manipulate the season is the whole Trent and Gwen, which basically starts Gwen's major downfall of the season, to which she's definitely definitely some characters that basically have big character derailments. Gwen is one of the two major characters that has one of the biggest character derailments out of any character not just whole drama, but any show I have ever seen. So Gwen was probably a big standout character in season 1 for a good reason. And it's going to be interesting is that she was actually with Trent, that it was going to be great. Of course, it ended up so well that they end up being on separate teams. But that caused Trent to basically just, I mean, they actually did try to give Trent a little more personality this season. They just picked the wrong personality to give Trent. So where he basically has this weird assumption of not out of nowhere, and she basically feels like she's obsessed with Gwen and tries to work challenges for Gwen. And just leaves us in a question moment. I think the worst part is that, and of course, the next episode, Gwen basically breaks up with Trent, where Trent is like, I understand, I hear you loud and clear. And the other trying to make Gwen be like, she's the bad guy. Like, I'm trying to finish the bad guy for challenges and everything. It was like, did you not hear what else happened? And not just until they basically Grips end up owing Gwen. Gwen basically owns the Grips, they challenge lost. Which, why? What? Like, I'm sure, like, in some way, it was one of the as Justin being manipulative, but it's still rubbing the wrong way, and it's something that still continues on, not just an actor, but even the World Tour, and even the goddamn All-Stars. To when comes one of the most beloved characters to one of the most hated for how she treated Trent. How she treated Trent. And posted that her telling her team to vote Trent off, when in reality they would have voted him off anyway because of throwing challenges. And the fact that people were just booing Gwen and just, especially that MF bitch, how Jeff treats Gwen and everything, and how people are like, boo, Gwen, you're terrible, like you're an awful person for treating Trent. when she had every reason to be upset at Trent. Like, I think even as a kid, I never understood that storyline. I never understood that. Like, I felt so terrible for Gwen. And again, if once that continues with season 3, which has a hotel, which, again, we'll get into, we'll talk about World Tour. And again, you just feel so bad for Gwen in a lot of scenes. And that's why, at least that storyline is only for like the first half of the season, at least. So, and which thank God on that, but it's something that still really brings down the season, unfortunately. Again, there are some episodes that are probably better than others, obviously. Again, I don't think it's a like awful episode, but and you get some, and like every single time you get like you get some questionable eliminations, like the Lindsay elimination. It's still an elimination that, again, another elimination even as a kid I was still pretty pissed about. So basically, Lindsay accidentally voted herself off when they were trying to make Lindsay feel like she's more smart than she actually is. Like, really, and Lindsay never catches a break. And her elimination was also bullshit until Drama Island. I don't know if I talked about that, but it was. And Action, and then the World Tour, and then in All Stars. Like, she could never catch a break. She never has like a true fair elimination. Or at least elimination that's just like reasonable. I felt so bad for her. Like, damn. And I think that pretty much covers what I want to say about Total Drama Action, honestly. But I still do enjoy this season. I still do have a lot of fondness for this season. And while I don't think it doesn't reach the heights of Total Drama Island, honestly, it still has a lot of great moments, a lot of great episodes, a lot of great character moments. Just every new level Total Drama. It's just that whole storyline with Gwen and Trent really derails the season, especially how it derails Gwen in later seasons. Like, when you actually know what happens to Gwen in World Tour and All Stars, oh my god, it's so painful to watch. Like, damn. But guys, I hope you enjoy. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed me discussing Total Drama Action. Let me know down in the comment section what are your thoughts on Action, what are your thoughts on this season, how would you rank this amongst the other Total Drama seasons. And again, in my next Road Trip, I'll be talking about World Tours, so stay tuned for that. I am Sim One World from Sim One Productions. I will see you next time. As always, stay cool, buddy. Peace.